Live. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what's going on with it. Hey guys, Gregory Dixon, the go-to guy for all things real estate. DRE number 0125-1802. Welcome to the first episode of the Go-To Guy podcast. We got a lot of kinks to work out. We got a lot of stuff to figure out. I'm not the most technical person in the world. Still trying to decide which streaming platform are we going to go with. Are we going to go with the one that we're using right now, which is uh, StreamYard, and then there's a new one that I've been playing with all day today. It's called it's I'm gonna spell it for you. It's EVMUX. I've been working with that one all day, just seeing what it is and how it is, and I really like it. They got a lot more stuff than StreamYard, but we're gonna, see what's what. I was trying to see was it gonna show me something on. It's supposed to be streaming on YouTube right now, and I'm looking and I don't see. I have, yeah, the way I have it set up, I have it on YouTube right now, and I'm looking at the YouTube on the big screen, and I'm not seeing it. Let's see what we got. We go live on YouTube, feature live streams. It's just showing some other stuff. I don't know, guys. We got to figure it out. Got to figure it out. But anyway, like I say, this is the first podcast of the Go To Guy podcast where we're talking real estate, real estate investing, how to become a real estate mogul. This is going to be probably the only podcast where you get to actually see what goes on, what happens behind the scene, what does it take to make a person a real estate mogul, for a person to be a real estate mogul, for a person to be a successful agent, for a person to be a successful broker, for a person to be a successful real estate investor. It's real estate has a lot of different moving parts. There's a lot of different fields. It's a lot of things that go on inside the field of real estate. What the average person say, I want to be a real estate investor, but they really don't have a clue, and it's a lot more complex than just I got some money and I want to invest. That's cool. That's great. You know, but you gotta know if you don't have the knowledge. And I have 25 years experience in real estate, right? 20 years at least. Well, more than 25 years in real estate, because my father, um, when I was a kid, he bought properties, and my father owns about, he owns like five properties on one street, two on another. So he owns seven properties. My father owns seven properties. And as a kid, uh, I grew up in the South, so it wasn't, if a pipe broke, call a plumber. I was the plumber. I was the painter. I was the gardener. I was the landscape. I was the roofer. I was the drywall guy. So at the time I hated it, being honest. But now I look back and I'm like, I'm so thankful that I had a father that got me that involved. They got me that involved. I wish I would have listened to him a lot more. But yeah, like I say, so I would say between, I'm 52 now. I say I've probably been active in real estate, in some form of real estate, since the age of 16. So you do the math. You do the math. Let's count old school like a kid. 16, 26, that's 10 years. You know what I'm saying? 16, 26, 10 years. 26, 36, 20 years, right? Right? 36 to 46, 30 years. 46 to 50. I'm not 50. I'm only 53. So Yeah, so you do the math. That's how long I've been involved in real estate, right? Now we're gonna be talking about everything that goes on behind the scenes. You're gonna actually get to see what happens. Not somebody just telling you, hey, this is what goes on, this is what they do. Oh, how do you get deals? You're gonna get all your questions gonna get answered. If you tune in and tap in and watch the podcast, you're gonna learn so much. It ain't all champagne and roses and butterflies and big checks, and it's not sunny all the time. It rains too. It's some heartbreak in it too. You know the story ain't just, guy meets girl, guy gets girl. It doesn't work like that with real estate. There's some work to it. You gotta have some knowledge, you gotta know what you're doing. But you guys are gonna get to see the good, bad, and ugly. You're gonna get to hear everything. And you're gonna actually see the makings of a real estate mogul. Tomorrow morning at 7:30. I'm going to go live. I'm going to use the other platform. I'm going to go live and I'm going to make a huge announcement, about what I'm going to do, what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, what you're going to see, and the part of it that you're going to like, you're going to get to see. I'm trying to still see if this shows. This ain't showing worth nothing. This is crazy. Wow, that's another podcast. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, guys, but you're gonna get a chance to really see. I mean, really, 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 really see what happens. What happens? How does an agent get deals? A lot of people, you guys have watched these shows and everything. You think you're just gonna get into the field and make a ton of money, and then over 100,000 people get real estate license every year, right? What they don't tell you is 80,000 people quit real estate after the first year. So, that's something for you to think about, look at. That's part of it that you don't hear about, that's never talked about. You know, like I say, it ain't always just, sunshine and roses and big checks and Rolls Royces and fancy restaurants. And, it's a lot of work that goes along with it. So you're going to get to see all of that on the Go To Guy podcast. You're going to get to see it. And the announcement that I'm going to make tomorrow morning at 7:30, it's going to be must see TV. When I make this announcement tomorrow morning, because if don't, I can't even tell you, I don't even want to get into it. I don't even want to get into it. I don't even want to get into it. Because if I tell you, man, oh my goodness. If I tell you what's going on, play a little, instead of make it dramatic for me. Instead of I'm career defining moment tomorrow morning at 7. The announcement tomorrow morning at 7:30. I'm saying on live here on Breakfast official. Tomorrow morning, 7:30. I'm going to make an announcement that is going to be career defining for me in real estate. I'm going to be stamped as a certified, bona fide real estate mogul with this announcement tomorrow, or I'll never be able to recover. Show my face in real estate. Tune in for that 7:30 in the morning. Coffee with the broker, the real estate go-to guy podcast, 7:30 in the morning. And we're gonna bring it on back to Gregory Dixon official, and that's what we're gonna do with it, man. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that in the morning, 7:30. That's gonna be a huge, Huge announcement. But like I say, on the podcast, guys, you're gonna get to see everything. You're gonna get to see what it is. If you thought you wanted to get into real estate, I know a lot of people, you want to get into it, but you have reservations about it. You know, you don't know. You don't know, and how do you know what you don't know? Right? You don't. So tomorrow morning, with the announcement I'm gonna make, with what comes along with that after the announcement, you're gonna see it. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be colossal. So that's it for tonight's podcast. This was just an introduction. I'm Gregory Dixon, the go-to guy for all things real estate. This is the Go-To Guy podcast. We're going to work out all the technical difficulties. I'm going to be breaking everything down. We're going to have a podcast in the morning at 7:30 on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook at Gregory Dixon Official. Huge announcement. You do not want to miss it. It is going to be huge, 7:30 in the morning. It's going to be must-see TV. When I make this announcement tomorrow morning, with what the announcement is going to be, you are going to be compelled to tune into the Go-To Guy podcast, and because you're going to really get to see it. You're going to really get to see it. I mean, really see it. Nothing will be edited. Nothing will be shortcut. As you can see, the way I'm working with this, I'm not the most technical guy in the world, right? So I am Gregory Dixon. I am the go-to guy. This is the Go-To Guy podcast, and we are discussing all things real estate development, real estate investing, and you will see what it takes. You will actually get to see a real estate mogul in the making, behind the scenes, on the Go-To Guy podcast. You guys tune in tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 a.m. in the morning. Big announcement coming. Can't wait. I've thought about it, and I'm going to do it. Tomorrow morning, 7:30. Tune in.